The craziest thing about wakes and funerals is that we wait until a person dies to start showering them with praise instead of telling them all of this stuff while they were still alive. Imagine how many caskets wouldn't have people in them every year if we actually told people what they needed to hear while they were alive before they decided to call it a life because they weren't hearing what they needed to hear while they were still alive. It's crazy. I don't understand it. But I also don't understand why people go to graveyards and talk to the gravestones. It's a little creepy for me. I would think it a mental disorder, but you can't say that because that's how you get canceled by dirtbags with too much power who thinks the world owes them something. The world doesn't owe you anything. You're supposed to fight and scratch and claw for everything you have, not burn an entire country to the ground just because you're jealous that other people have more money than you. Guess what, SJWs? Life isn't fair. It never has been. It never will be. And it doesn't matter how many businesses you destroy, or how many people you kill, or how many Mazel Tov cocktails you throw at cars. Life is never going to be fair. You want life to be fair? Go back to the 1960s and take out about 90% of that civil rights legislation. Then maybe life could be that fair. Other than that, it's not fair and it's not supposed to be. That's why kids die and suffer, because life isn't fair. You want a fair life? Fantasize about heaven like Republicans do when they're too lazy to fight for their country. Do that instead. You'll be a more mellow, balanced person who may or may not like raisin muffins. I love blueberry muffins. I don't eat them because I'm so addicted to them that I would just weigh like, I look like Violet Beauregard from Willy Wonka when she blew up like a hot air balloon. That's what I would look like if I started eating them again, because I love those things. And Johnny Depp, I don't care what happens in his trial, because who gives a shit? There are greater tragedies in life than what court TV is airing. But I'll never forgive him for remaking Willy Wonka and being Willy Wonka, because all he did was make Willy Wonka look like a serial killer and a child molester. And that's not fair to Willy Wonka, because all he wanted to do was make the world smile. That was a dickhead thing to do, Johnny. But, you know, you got your finger chopped off, so I guess fair is fair. Kind of like when John Wayne Bobbitt got his garbage chopped off and thrown in a field. Yeah, I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember that, but that was a real knee slapper. Kind of like the OJ case, except nobody died. I mean, John Wayne Bobbitt may have died on the inside because he did go on to do porn, but who am I to judge him? I mean, I've never had my garbage chopped off before. I hope I never do have it chopped off before. And I'm single, so I'll probably never get it chopped off. Unless, I don't know, someone slips a roofie into my drink one day and knocks me unconscious and they slice it off. But other than that, it's not going to happen. I'm not sure what the point of any of this was supposed to be, because I am roasted like a Boston Garden chicken. So have a good Friday, and Try not to get syphilis this weekend.